The Long Game tells the true story of 5 young Mexican Americans who, despite a lack of resources, won the 1957 Texas State High School Gold Championship. The talented cast is led by Jay Hernandez as Coach J.B. Pena, who gets some advice from groundskeeper Pollo, played by Cheech Marin. Take a look.
There's no thanks for our service. It's like we fought for someone else's country, you know, like, I don't know, like we didn't count.
Oh, ow.
Pollo, you all right?
My heart. That's such a sad story.
Forget it.
You know, that's just life. Sometimes you land on the green, sometimes you're in the bunker, but you always play it as it lies.
Lay it as it lies. Jay and Cheech are with me now. Welcome, guys.
Nice
Thank you for having us.
It's just one of the little nuggets of wisdom that Pollo has in this film. But let's talk, Jay, let's talk about this. This is an inspiring story. This just premiered at South by Southwest. It won the Audience Award for Best Narrative Feature. I mean, I love these stories. We need these stories right now, these inspiring stories. So what made you want to be a part of this story?
Well, like you said, you know, it's inspiring. It's a positive story. It's a true story.
Yeah.
And it talks about a group of underrepresented people, and for me, it's like I was also a producer on the project, and I just felt like, you know, we need to be telling more stories. I think audiences out there are desperate for this kind of stuff. So yeah, it's been an amazing journey, and to have Cheech along with us was such a gift, man. I've been a huge fan of you for a long time.
Who isn't?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
I mean, you're a legend.
Oh, baby.
Man. Living legend, living legend.
Living legend.
Living legend.
But let's talk about your character, Pollo. I mean, he's always in this cage. I'm thinking there's some symbolism with this cage because he's using it to protect himself from getting the balls, but I feel like it's a lot deeper than that.
He's protecting himself from society. He comes back from World War I, you know, and all those guys came back shell-shocked, as most people do when they come out of a world war. And so he needs something to protect himself, and they hired him as the greenskeeper for the golf course, and so he feels safe there. And inside this cage, he can dispense pearls of wisdom.
Yeah,
yes.
Absolutely.
Now, is that something that you do? And I feel like you do that in your life. You just kind of throw out these random nuggets when no one's expecting it.
Yeah, but mostly to my children, and they go totally unheeded.
Yeah.
You know, as everybody with children knows, you know.
Yep.
And they just look to me, oh, Dad, please.
They have no idea the information you're giving them.
I know. They will someday.
They will, yes. Someday.
Someday.
We all hope that as parents. Let's talk about your golfing too, Jay. Were you a golfer before this?
I was okay.
Yeah, so you knew how to swing a club.
Yeah, I did. I did take a couple lessons to get the mechanics down again, but golf is about consistency, and if you're inconsistent, you're not going to do well.
No.
I didn't, you know.
Yeah.
I could work on the swing and everything, but I played 9 holes just a couple days ago, and it wasn't pretty.
This is why I like a scramble.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
The
best ball.
I'll go off your ball.
Yeah. I like to lie better.
You want one big driver on your team.
Yes, that's right.
That's what I feel like where I shine. I can kind of crush it.
Too.
As long as it goes on the fairway, I'm good.
Right.
Most of the time, it shoots off to the right.
Yeah, and I have to imagine you must be a golfer, right? Because this is not your first golf movie. I loved Tin Cup. I've seen it a million times.
Thank you very much for the car payments. I love golf. I just recently had to quit because of back issues, but I used to play all the time. Yeah, I was down to like a 84 handicap.
Wow. Was it an 84 handicap?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's good. We're going to leave it at that. So the film premiered at the White House, which is such an incredible thing. You guys went as in partnership with the Hispanic Heritage Foundation. Just tell me about that experience. And if you thought, first of all, was it your first time at the White House?
Yes, first time in the White House, first time sitting with the Vice President. Actually, second time. But it was just, for me, it was surreal. I mean, I keep repeating it, but this has started as a conversation years ago, and then just ended up with the screening at the White House.
And did you realize that was going to take you there?
Honor. No, we had no idea. And it's funny because there's a line in the movie. It's between us, and I look over to him. I'm like, you know, when we came back from the war, we didn't get parades. We didn't get invitations to the White House, and we got an invitation to the White House.
Yeah, so probably during that line where you're watching it there, you're like, ha ha.
Yeah, but we didn't know at that point. You know, this happened afterwards.
That's true.
I was really amazed. It's really white.
The whole thing.
Beautiful.
White everywhere.
Learn something new every day. All right, well, you can catch The Long Game. It's out in theaters now. Thank you both for stopping by. Had a lot of fun watching.
Our pleasure. Thank you very much.
Yeah.